Yep, just didn't play well enough to win. Can't turn the ball over like that. Didn't have enough answers on defense. No excuses. Got to get back to work. Be off tomorrow. Players be off tomorrow. Coach will get back to work. Get a good game plan for South Al in a short week, and that's all you can do. Questions?
You know, such a drastic difference from last week. What can you put your finger on what the difference was? What was going wrong tonight?
Just didn't execute well enough, and you know, we got to be able to handle success. Got to be able to handle adversity. I thought we started off pretty well offensively, obviously not defensively. Then second half, I thought defense played a little bit better, and offense couldn't get it going. I thought Bo Sparks had one of the best individual performances I've ever seen in a long time. I mean, that guy's he played his played his butt off, and you know, we had a lot of guys out there fighting and playing. We didn't give up, and appreciate that from the guys. There's no quit, but we just got to play better. It's just plain and simple. But I said all week, it's a good team. Don't look at the record, look at the film, and so we got to do a better job as coaches of getting that message.
You've had games where you jump out ahead, and it seems like that's been a good recipe for success for y'all, but it's seemed to struggle when playing from behind, catching up a little bit. You're able to do some of that last year, but it's been harder this year. What's different? What's different about the comebacks?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's something that maybe we'll have to study in the off season and really dive in to see what it is. You know, but I don't think we didn't play well enough tonight. Whether we were up, whether we were down, just didn't play well enough to get a win. You can't turn the ball over that many times and let a team run the ball like that. That hasn't happened really to us all year. So, like I said, we'll take this one as coaches and get back to work and move on. Got 2 big ball games left and a really good opponent in South Al, and then figure out who we play in the bowl game.
You know, Coach, that second quarter, Georgia State, just the offense just kind of found a rhythm. Just what were they doing right, and just what were just the defense just kind of struggling with?
Yeah, I think they were really balanced. They were able to run the ball, able to throw the ball, and you know, they got good coaches. You know, they got really good coaches. Look at those resumes over there. Head coach, coordinators, analysts. I mean, they got some big time coaches over there, and they did a good job scheming us up. And we got to go make plays when the plays present themselves, and we have to have a better plan on each side of the ball. And but you know, I am proud of the way the guys fought at the end. You know, we didn't give up. Like I said, Bo Spark really got us back in the game, and some of those 2-point conversions, Jordan was making crazy plays, and there was no quit. So you appreciate that as a coach, but still not good enough to win.
Coach, how disappointing. 3 touchdown favorite, you know, senior night for you guys, just everything pointing for you guys to just come out on top and just to have a flat performance like that.
Super disappointing, and hate it for those seniors, man. There's a bunch of really good kids that put a lot of work into this thing, and you know, just disappointed for those guys, disappointed for the fans, and disappointed for everyone involved. We got to do a better job, and obviously I'm the head coach, and I gotta you know, get these guys prepared better.
You know, with this season, it just seems like y'all hit like the highs, the lows, like throughout this entire season. Just how do y'all flip this thing around when y'all go on the road to South Al?
Yep, got to get back to work and just got to execute. It all comes down to execution. Even as bad as it was with the turnovers and the defense, we still had a lot of in that fourth quarter, fourth quarter, had tons of opportunities to get back in the ball game, and got to 16 points and two possession game, and we just couldn't. All year it feels like, you know, the defense does something good, offense, you know, can't capitalize on the momentum, and vice versa. Offense goes down, scores, defense can't capitalize on the momentum. So, like I said, we got to figure out in those close games like that, when you're either down or you know, in one of those close games, we got to do a better job, and you know, that's my fault.
Bo Sparks made a lot with his opportunities tonight. Can you talk about his development in his young career so far?
Yeah, Bo Sparks is unbelievable, and you know, we've known that for a long time. You know, him and Joey play the same position. Joey's a really good player too, so every time he's gotten his opportunity, he's gone out there and make the most of it, and he's got a really bright future and a couple of years left, and I was really as bad as it was tonight, I was really happy for him and really proud of the way he played, man. Just whether it was receiver, punt return, you know, he's a great kid too.
And Georgia State generated a lot of pressure tonight. Did they just have a better game plan in the trenches?
You know, I'll have to go and see exactly what that looked like. You know, it's usually a combination of a lot of things when that happens, so we'll have to look at it and see what it looked like.
And can you just speak on the last minute unsportsmanlike penalties there? The intentions were just high.
Yeah, I think so. You know, it's senior night, and guys got embarrassed, and you know, I appreciate the fight and I appreciate the competitive spirit, but we got to be able to control our emotions, and you know, it's tough to go out like that on senior night.
Coach, what about the game that Chris Dawn Jr. had, catching 3 touchdown passes?
Yep. Another young guy that's got multiple years left, man, and once again, really good kid that comes to work every day, and you know, as excited he is for himself, I'm sure the performance he had. I know he was hurting in the locker room afterwards for the rest of those guys, but yeah, he had another really good performance, and it seems like every time he gets those opportunities, he capitalized on him and both. So it was good to see that.
And Coach, sophomore is showing out today, Chris Dawn Jr., both Sparks. What can you say just about overall the younger guys stepping up in a tough situation and just looking towards the future with them on the team?
Yeah. It's tough to look too far ahead right now after that, but you know, we got a bunch of really good kids and a bunch of really kids coming back, and you know, it's going to be a tough week for those guys, but just for those seniors. But you know, like you said, those young guys, really put on a show tonight, and wish we could have capitalized on that for them.
How much did it hurt not having Joey kind of in that wide receiver group? Just even though the wide receivers did step up tonight, just having him just being a presence on the field.
Yeah, for sure. Anytime Joey's out, it hurts us. He's an unbelievable player, one of the best players that's ever played here, and just like you said, his mentality and his presence out there just does something for us. And hopefully we get him back next week, and we'll kind of go from there.
In this game, Jordan set the new school record for most passing touchdowns in a single season. Just what does it mean, even though this didn't end in win, but what does it mean for him to kind of set a record like that had stood for a very long time? Yeah. I mean, he's a really good player, and it'd be one of those things probably he can look back after the season and enjoy it. I know he's hurting right now, and the rest of those seniors are, and just disappointed, but really happy for him and his individual success he's had this year. With a loss like this, especially with like so many seniors kind of really hurting after this game, how does this team kind of, regroup and try to refocus to try to finish this regular season off strong and get that kind of really important 7th win? Yeah. Short week. I think that's key. Short week. We gotta, like I said, they'll be off tomorrow. They'll be their day off, and let them kind of regroup, recharge, and coaches will get a good game plan together, and then it's back to work. We do have a bunch of really good, seniors, a bunch of really good leaders, so we'll lean on those guys this week and the coaching staff to get these guys going.
On those seniors, Nash Jones, we saw him in the ceremony at the beginning.
Yeah.
Seemed like that was one guy that made you a little emotional when you saw him coming out there.
Yes.
Just speak on him and he following you from Incarnate Word and being here last year dealing with that injury and coming in this year switching the guards. Just what does he mean to you, Nash Jones? Yeah,
Nash means a lot, and all those seniors do. But Nash is just one of those guys that when you talk about when you're trying to build a culture and build a program, he just does everything right. Day in and day out, he's the same guy. I talked about 4.0 student, works his butt off in the weight room in the off season. He's a great leader, leader by example, vocal leader, and I think Texas State has benefited greatly from him the last 2 years and the way he carries himself and the example he sets for those young guys, and that O-line group is really close and probably the strength of our team, a lot because of him. So him and his family mean a lot to me, and really appreciate him, and he's just a winner.
The restructured deal for you, added some years to your contract, doubled your pay. Just what does that mean for you, for your commitment to Texas State by signing that contract? What does that mean for GJ, Kinne, and San Marcos?
I love it here. My family loves it here. This administration, this fan base. I know I wish we could have got the win tonight, but it's just a special place. I know we can build something special here, and the culture's headed in the right direction. We got a bunch of really good players, like you talked about, young guys, and really good coaching staff, and obviously very blessed to be in that position. So just excited about the future, and just really thankful, and I appreciate everybody involved, and appreciate you guys covering us the way we do. And it's a special place. I think everyone knows that. I know tonight's not the result that we wanted, but that's life, and you got to be able to bounce back and deal with adversity. So very thankful and blessed. But you know, tonight's about these seniors, and I hate that we didn't get done for them.
We've seen what Major Applewhite and that South Alabama offense can do.
Yeah.
What kind of preparations are you making for that game on the road?
Yeah, we'll have to put together a really good game plan. You know, their quarterback's really talented. Lopez is a really good player, somebody that, you know, we recruited in the past, and receivers really talented, and you know, we got him at home last year, and I'm sure they remember that, and so you know, they'll be fired up, ready to go, coming off a win that so we'll have to put together a really good game plan, like you said.